Emma awoke to the sound of planes passing overhead, but she was not fully conscious, and the sound merged with her dream. The dream was a recurring one, begun in childhood around the age of 5 and returning still at the age of 20, so she knew it must have some sort of psychological importance, but what it was, she did not care. In the dream, she and Mad were holding hands, bowing gracefully to the audience and then to one another. The applause was deafening, and the curtain rose and fell several times, but the clapping never ceased. As a child, she had looked up to Mad in the dream as her protectress, and there was a feeling of reassurance in the echoing smile, in the squeeze of the hand, as though Mad were saying, "It's all right, they can't hurt you. I'm here, now and forever." Then, through school days and adolescence, the protectress figure had shrunk, or rather it was that Emma grew, and now they were equal in power, she and Mad. They were identical faces on either side of a coin, and the applause was for them both. The last burst of clapping, the final fall of the curtain, and it wasn't the world of theatre anymore, but the dwindling sound of aircraft, humming inland away from the coast. And she was in her own bed, with the window rattling against the sill, the curtains blowing, and the smell of morning, cold and clean, seeping into the room. Emma looked at her bedside clock. It was a few minutes after 7, and then switched on her radio to the local station. But there was no time signal, no announcer with the news, nothing but an interminable hum that must mean there was a fault somewhere. And it wasn't any better when she tried the national programme. The hum persisted, with crackling and spitting thrown in for good measure. Oh, to hell with it! She pushed the transistor aside and lay back on her pillow, her hands behind her head, transposing to be or not to be from Hamlet into a critical assessment of her own ambivalent life. To leave or not to leave? That is the question.